Mark, it's that time of year when everyone asks you about that goal that you scored for Manchester United against Nottingham Forest that supposedly saved Sir Alex Ferguson's job. How many times have you been asked that question over the years?
Well, that makes it about 2.5 million. People think that's the only goal I ever scored. So, but it was a goal that beat Forest on the day and got us on the run. That eventually took us to the final and to beat Palace in the final. After a replay, so yeah, good times.
Clearly, though, as you hit the third round stage, it must be a competition that you have plenty of fond memories as a player and manager.
I think every season obviously it's a break from the league and it's something different, and then at different clubs it means different things. This club's been to the final not too long ago, to be fair, and it's something that people get behind. And obviously that starts to build, the interest starts to build if you can get through the early rounds towards the latter stages of this competition. But it's a difficult competition, but really rewarding if you get towards the final stages.
In terms of that 1990 campaign when you lifted the trophy with Manchester United, I think you scored the winner in the semi-final replay against Oldham Athletic. What was it like for you as a local lad making an impact at Old Trafford?
Well, it was fantastic. Really, we had a lot of fun during that campaign, and it was tough because we played, I think, every game away from home. Second round was at Edgar Street, Hereford, and then we played against Sheffield United, Newcastle United away. Then obviously we had the games at Main Road against Oldham. And then the two finals at Wembley. One was on the Saturday, and then the following week was on the Thursday evening. And after we'd won the FA Cup, I joined up with the under-21s, and we went to the Toulon tournament. It was busy time, but really good and really rewarding.
What was it like to win the competition so early in your career?
I thought that was going to be the norm, but that was the only time I ever won it. We were close to getting to the final a couple of years ago with Coventry, and were thwarted on penalties, but that was a good competition. But to win it, you certainly can't beat the feeling.
You mentioned that run with Coventry City a couple of years ago. How do you look back on that run in the competition and that semi-final against Manchester United?
I still feel robbed. We scored a goal. Victor Johansson got a goal in with about 20 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, it was difficult to take, and obviously after that was ruled out. The referee blew the whistle after about 20 seconds, and then we went straight to penalties. So players had to adjust in that moment, and obviously there's a different mindset going into the penalty shootout. We didn't have enough time to really reset, and then United went on to win the competition. So, yeah, it is what it is. Every season you've got another opportunity.
As fate would have it, we faced Coventry City in the third round of this season's competition. Given your history with the Sky Blues, what was your reaction to the draw when it came out as it did?
That is what it is. I think you're just really looking for a home draw if you can. We got that, and it just so happens to be against Coventry. So I think we'll look forward to the game. You sort of go into these games, obviously you're optimistic. It's a different competition. It's a break from the league. The weather obviously had an impact in over the country last night, I think. So hopefully that'll be the snow will go today. But I think it's a game to look forward to, and it always is. It's a really good competition. Everybody talks about it being the Premier Cup competition in the world football, and it's no different really this year.
With your manager's hat on, what do you view as the positives of a run in this competition?
The run in the competition is always good to have, because it gives players a chance to play against teams from the same division, different divisions, higher division, and test yourself in a knockout cup competition that now has no replays. So we're going in straight to penalties. So the game's finished in the day, and that. That's a big change from back in the day, from even a few years ago when you got the replays, which does have an impact on the finances of the clubs from EFL or EFL clubs and lower. But it is what it is. They've changed those rules because the as we know, it's really congested. The games programme. So yeah, that takes away the need for any more games. But you know, when you look back, some of the replays are absolutely incredible. Brilliant games, and obviously helps those clubs in the lower divisions to get finances to sustain them or to try and improve them. I think that's a sad part of the game, but you know, we look forward to this game immensely, and see if we can get through. And every year you look to try and get a cup run. I think it gives players the opportunity, and obviously if you've got the bigger squads, and we're at in a moment where we've got a lot of injuries, but nonetheless it's good to have. The bigger squads obviously can rotate. I expect Coventry to rotate a certain amount tomorrow, but like I say, whatever happens, the team that's in front of you, you've got to try and get the better of.
You mentioned the word injuries there. A couple of players will definitely be without, Viktor Johansson and Rory Delap. What can you tell us about their recoveries?
Well, they've obviously undergone surgery, so they are now in that period where they've got to recover from the surgery first and foremost, and then obviously that leads into building up their strength and fitness in the shoulders. But like I say, we'll get those back at some point down the road. I'm sure of that.
Without giving too much away, what things will you have to consider before selecting your team for tomorrow's game?
Availability. It's always about that. Availability and what we need to do to try and pick a team that's going to progress into the fourth round.